Good plays, bad plays. Capturing the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire.
As well, so we talked a lot about the Ezreal. It feels like he's benefiting the most from this early game so far.
Absolutely. Fight over the scuttle now as Cuz is trading back. Cougar isolated here on the left side.
And he still doesn't have flash. He's taking a lot of damage here. The ult comes in, and Cougar will survive. And Bulldog getting very close to the sun. He's going to go down, and it's Ziwu who picks up first.
And this Ezreal is already kind of on its way.
They're going to try to set up something here on a Dindin. The all-out does come out, and the Talia is nearby. Sylvie could wall up to the top side as this pull is going to come in the Impale. The amount of CC is crazy as Cuz is going to go down to Dindin. And look at this dude who desperate. He finally takes out the Scorpion, but Sylvie still on the chase, it looks like, with this Cassante.
That's Cougar for me right now.
Yeah.
All right, Dindin looking for the Impale, but guess what?
Oh, they're going in. Look at that. Jiu's going to get caught out. We're going to have to see how that trade even began, but
Cassante did his way out of quite a lot this game. 2 Impales now.
Yep.
And I don't think they're going to be able to. We'll lose a little bit of farm here. Bulldog not going to push the issue on plates as they want to go for round 2.
And he might as well. There's still nobody here. And Dindin, yes, he is Skarner. There is a 3-man Impale, but it's still the Alistair just tanking so many turret shots with his ult. And I mean, nobody else
over the last few years.
For some reason, that movie has just been one of the ones. This Leaper's in a lot of trouble here. He doesn't have his cleanse, and that's going to be the end of him. Very nice engage from the side of Cougar.
They did kill Dindin on the bottom side in that last play, but they spent a lot of time there. And
essentially just slowly taking an angle and pushing
Andil
on. And now Andil's back in. Very nice flash. Gets the double knockup. Sylvie in a bit of trouble as Leona is in the Rift Herald amongst all of this. And now the turn comes in as where are we going on the map? Cassante going to bring Cougar back and immediately goes down. It's a big fight for Notion. They take down 2. And Sylvie trying to make a hero play as well. Does get traded back by Leaper.
Come over here and contest very quickly.
Sylvie dead.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way. Can't stop this. Do a ton of damage, and now he's got his RedForce complete. Moving towards his Muramana. He is very large. Is an angle there. Like, you could champion that, but it definitely ended up backfiring in a huge way. Look at the shred.
Yeah, the flash, big one into Bulldog. And Bulldog is just on the run. We do have a Talia coming in. This time Sylvie gonna cut it short, just goes for Cuz, and that'll work out. Much better this time. They take down the Nidalee.
Dudu's on the flank too. This is very awkward for Notion. They have to decide, do we collapse on Dragon or do we push back onto this Cassante? Looks like they choose option B.
Well, they go for the Cassante. He is going to go unstoppable. Andil goes in once again. He sets it up, but is the follow-up? There's the question. Bulldog and Leaper doing some damage, but they can't take out Cougar. Now Bulldog's going to get low himself. Leaper on the run is going to send a W in and does get away. Here comes Jiwu trying to punish on a Cuz alongside a Skarner. You can see trying to charge through the jungle as Cuz, the True Shot Barrage, he's going to get hit by it, but he's still
losing the Mountain Soul fight, but like get the Mountain Soul as Kwangdong. You could lose on the Elder in the next fight, right? Baron, and this looks like it might be Notion's first Dragon of the game.
Oh, we'll see about this one. They're going to collapse on a Sylvie. That's the smite of Notion. You can't let him go down for free as the True Shot Barrage not going to come in. And now we got another fight. A double Impale coming in on a Bulldog and onto Cuz. Speaking of smite users, down will go Cuz. He's not going to be in there. Bulldog trying to go 1v4 right now. He is chipping away the damage. He's got a Cassante with him as well. They try to take out Cassante, but he gets a double kill. And Bulldog going to jump in and dies immediately. Leaper was somewhere in the mid lane. Now it's all up to him in a 1v3. Trying to go up against Fisher, tries to flash in.
Doesn't really have enough, and they're pretty correct about that. As so much tanking is done by the Cassante here, and just barely the shield keeps him alive. Meanwhile,
yeah, we're fighting again. We got TPs coming in. Cougar, somehow that spear is gonna miss, and now Leaper gets in. Doesn't quite matter, as they will once again take down Cougar.
Control vision on the Baron. Gio stepping forward.
Jiu's gonna eat that W once again from the Kaisa, and yeah, Sylvie just can't get in. They're gonna have to give up the Baron. It goes to Kwangdong Freecs in a 5v4 situation. Dundun as well. Might just look to get out of this one. The Impale's gonna be thrown forward, but again, that was only onto Cassante. And Kwangdong Freecs just decided, okay, we don't have to overstay. We got the big objective. Trying to force this Dragon because they can't stand here forever,
Ondil.
but Ondil,
Flash back up.
they're going to see him, and now they want to engage on this front line, but that is a Cassante, and now Ondil gets in, and it's a Mountain Soul for Kwangdong Freecs. This might just be the game-winning fight. Leaper going into the back line with the killer instinct. He wants to end the game right here, right now, and he will, as G will go down, and he picks up a triple kill. Dudu's going to steal one away. No Penta Hope, but Kwangdong Freecs, just like that, a massive team fight win.
Such a great team effort here as Cuz is in a little bit of trouble against the Skarner, but will ultimately win this long term. Misses the spear. But I think that is just really going to be a consolation prize for Dindin, is walking out with his life as Kwangdong Freecs have this game in the bag. Great coordination around setting up those traps. Yes, Nongshim clear the vision. Yes, they get to the pit first, but the poke is just too much for Nongshim to deal with, and Ondil comes in with a big engage again. Kwangdong Freecs, this team looks miles better than what we saw from them at the end of spring.
Yeah, it definitely does. Nongshim, shout out to them. You know, nice try. Definitely giving them a challenge here in this first game, but Kwangdong Freecs once again.
Plays bad plays, capturing the throne. Omivia's highlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. Omivia's highlights keep the fire alive.
He's here this time.
Yeah, the issue is that Cuz is here as well, and there is a ward as well, but he's not going to respect the push once again. Dudu going to drop down the equalizer and try to run to Viego, and there's the Impale. It's just a kill. First blood going over to Sylvie. Cuz gets in, but not going to overstay his welcome here compared to the 12 minutes of last game.
Yeah, much faster. Same Infernal that they are going to pick up here, so very relevant stats. Cricket moments.
Yeah.
Fisher's laning has looked better since Nongshim's first series.
Uh-oh.
Here's the all-in.
The all-in comes in, and Jiu just going to ult on top of him as well. The barrier has to be used here from Leaper and from Jiu. The flash Q comes in, and Leaper cannot handle the pressure from Jiu again.
Okay, Cuz is here, though, so if Dudu baits him...
Yeah, Equalizer's going to come down. He's just trying to push the wave as fast as he possibly can. Dudu must be sitting on a lot of gold right now. He still only has Swifties, so he's not doing much. Cuz already is sitting on a full item, and he will be able to help in getting the kill.
They looked for the cross map, trying to set up for this dragon here, but a little slow.
Guger's going to also just get over the wall. That will go over to Cuz once again. Gets the smite down. Guger with the Magnus Storm. He's eating a lot of damage, but that's a punch into the Rel. It might not matter as Cuz is going to go down, and now Sylvie wreaking havoc on this back line. Dudu in a bit of trouble, but Bulldog is really the guy on top who has the most health, potentially the most damage, but Sylvie is going to get in on that one. And he's not going to be able to do quite enough. Does go down to Ondil and Bulldog, and now Dindin's all alone. Gets the Impale, but it's not going to matter as all the threats.
And now Cuz looking for more.
Okay, well, he's going to get the turret, and he's got some support here as well. Fisher, and now a TP coming in. Ondil gets into that backline. Fisher is just so dead as he had already flashed here. And now we get another charge with this Rift Herald.
Yeah,
smite it away. And Ondil is underneath the turret, so he's going to have to use that flash. They're still maybe going to get this turret, which is insane this early on. And yeah, they will. Leaper sticks around and takes down the mid-inner.
You know, so he's squishy, but he's not that squishy. You don't have the damage to follow up on him, so this ends up being a huge play.
I do think the most confusing part of the draft, which I'm not going to get to talk about here, Bulldog is in a lot of trouble. Can he get out of this one is really the question, as I don't think so. He is a magician, and he nearly kills Dindin, but he is not going to get out this time around, as now the rest of the team is able to get in. He did a lot of damage, at least Bulldog, and now the rest of the team is here to punish as they take down the Skarner, they take down Guger, and they're not done yet. They have tons of mobility. Zeri would love to continue, but with the Sun Turret, they're just going to back off of this one and maybe look for the Baron. Meanwhile, this bottom inner is also going to go down.
Yeah, they're lucky Dudu didn't have teleporter. He might have actually wiped the whole team if he came up, but he doesn't, so he's going to get turret instead. As, okay, a trap has been set.
Some kind of a gauge, but you're a Rel looking at a Fed Rumble and an Alistair right there. You don't want to engage onto that. And now it's just going to be Cloud Soul over to the Kwangdong Freecs, just like that. Just
Ondil?
with the posturing that's coming in, and Ondil will find Xin Zhao.
Set him up for success.
This is always the way it is, though. It's always you. Look at that fast cow just sprinting at the Xin Zhao. As They're pretty deep in here, and now with the TP coming in, they're trying to engage on a Leaper, but he's actually so tanky, just able to get away, throws an ult on the Dindin. He's absolutely dead. Ondil buying a lot of time. Meanwhile, Dudu is going ham in the back line, just roasting everybody to a crisp, as Sylvie as well should eventually go down here too. He's left all alone. No way to do it all by himself, and Kwangdong Freecs just like that pick up a You're not getting plasma, you're not able to do much on Jiu's champ, so now the mid lane's going down. The inhibitor is going to bite the dust here. The rest of the team is just pushing bot, and Nongshim mostly grouped up. Fisher was just pushing out top lane, but it's gonna have to come here as they make their final stand.
He has a teleport ward he could try to go to look for an Emperor's Divide angle, but he's just going straight to the turret. And that was like one angle they could have tried to go for, but it's the teleport ward's so far away, it would have just been collapsed on. Here's the ult.
Yeah, Dindin just kept in place, and he brings the cow into the back line. Oh no! As, yeah, Dudu's just gonna press his Q button and roast everybody once again. And Leaper as well going to assassinate the rest of the team. Dindin desperate to get out, and Leaper nearly dies, but he's got a shield bow and he will survive, as that will be the end of game number 2. It is a 2-0 for Kwangdong Freecs tonight over Nongshim.
Very great coordinated series by Kwangdong.